So, what do you do when you find yourself with no motivation, a growing to-do list, and the feeling that you're starting to fail again is slowly creeping in? This week, I really tried to embrace the concept of no 0 days. A 0 day is one where you do literally nothing that moves you closer to achieving your goals. For years, my life has been filled with 0 days. All I did was laze in bed, waste my time, and sleep away my life. So it's no surprise I haven't accomplished my goals when that's all I've ever done. A no 0 day is where you do at least one thing that moves you closer to the person you want to become. Keywords here are one thing. Not two, not 12, just one. I know so many of us want to have these perfect days where we wake up early, eat a healthy meal, exercise, stretch, work on a task, study, do your night routine, and then go to sleep so we can wake up and do it all over again. If you've done nothing for months or years like me, and you try to reach that standard from day one, that's the equivalent of trying to run a marathon when you have no previous experience, have never trained, and you don't even like running. So you're essentially setting yourself up to fail because the moment you don't reach that standard, you start to think of yourself as a failure. This is what happened to me last week the moment I didn't cross off everything on my to-do list, and it's what happened to me this Monday when I only managed to do one thing. I felt bad about myself. I was really discouraged, and in my mind, I was failing. Which is crazy because I did do something. It's not a lot, but it doesn't have to be. I had a no 0 day. I did more than what I've done in the past, and that should be enough. The more you focus on the things you manage to accomplish, no matter how small, the more you'll start to believe that you are not your failures. For the longest time, I've considered myself a lazy chronic procrastinator because everything I've done up until now reaffirmed that identity. And the longer I hold on to that belief, the harder it is to break away from it. I still can't picture myself as a writer or healthy or a productive person because the way I've been living is so far removed from that reality. So to get there, I have to slowly give myself proof that I can be that person, which means I have to show up for myself consistently. I'm the type that whenever I fail, it takes me a while to get back up and start again. So the concept of no 0 days has really been a game changer and changing my mindset of failure. It's like a weight was lifted off of me the past week when I sat down and looked at what I did. There were less thoughts of, you failed, you didn't do enough, why bother trying if it's not perfect, and more thoughts of, you did something today, you took a step forward, you've done more than what you've been doing. Mindset is everything when it comes to achieving your goals. If you find yourself overwhelmed with your to-do list or unmotivated because you keep failing, that's a sign you might have the bar set too high. You've stumbled over it, fallen down, and you don't want to get back up because you don't want to fail again. So set the bar low. Set your standard to having no 0 days, and then over time, move the bar higher. Stay ambitious, but also remember where you're starting from. A great way to remind yourself of these things is by reflecting. I am happy to say that journaling is the one thing I've been consistently doing every day for the past 2 weeks. Reflecting on what you accomplished today, giving yourself credit, and being satisfied that you did do something is the start of change. When you can confidently say you showed up and did something every day is the moment you start to see yourself differently. You start to see yourself as someone who can do 2 things every day, and then 3 things, and over time, you become the person who can do that ideal day you've always wanted. Change is a gradual process. I truly believe we cannot change overnight, much in the same way we didn't get to where we are now overnight. So stop expecting yourself to, or you'll always be met with disappointment. This is what I should have been telling myself every day. You are not a failure if you don't do everything you set out to do. You made progress by doing one thing today, and you are capable of achieving your goals, so start seeing yourself as that type of person. I didn't do everything on my to-do list this week, and that's okay because I didn't do nothing. Don't underestimate how powerful that can be. Right now, I see myself as someone who can do one thing each day, even if it's not everything I wanted. And that's a huge step from seeing myself as someone set on wasting away my life. Some days will be better than others, but as long as it's a no-zero day, that's a success. I hope this video helped any of you who are discouraged by the amount of progress you're making and show you where I'm at right now in my self-improvement journey. I'll see you guys next week. Sincerely, X.